in the hands of the starter, race number 1. Here's how we score out Emerald Beach and Todd Trites. Keystone Ricochet from post 2 and Wayne Watson. Woodmere Camilla from 3 and Jill Barrio. Then Cocan Princess, Jerry Gallant from 4. Leaving 5, Baby Dill, Lonnie Stokes. 6 is Western Queen, Steve Mason, I'm a Little Beauty. Johnny D from post 7. And outside 8, Obra Jet Set, Rick Armstrong. Field of 8, across the gate, race number 1. First of 13 on this sloppy Saturday. Here they come. Off and pacing, and that's Western Queen on the outside for Steve Mason, looking for the lead around the first turn, and she gets there quickly, uncontested, as they move to the opening 8th, Western Queen, and they're jockeying for positions in behind her, and getting away Emerald Beach in the 2-hole. Keystone Ricochet, 3rd, that's Baby Dill on the outside, driving up early on from 4th, Woodmere Camilla got away in 5th, then racing 6, Obra Jet Set comes out to move, then racing 7th, Cocan Princess, and trailing but moving to the outside, I'm a Little Beauty. The inquiry is up. Hold all tickets, please. By that opening quarter, 32 and a 5th, led by Steve Mason and Western Queen up front. Then sitting in the pocket, that is Emerald Beach. Outside, 3rd, Obra Jet Set. Then Baby Dill has found a home on the inside, racing 4th. On the outside, tipping out and moving to the outside and driving on. Here comes Woodmere Camilla, and she's driving to the outside, 5th. Then racing 6 outside comes I'm a Little Beauty. Back to Baby Dill getting the shuffle, and trailing halfway home is Cocan Princess. That half in 105 and 2 for Western Queen. Around the paddock turn, Western Queen. Obra Jet Set on the outside. Then Emerald Beach in along the cones. And a 3-wide move. There's Woodmere Camilla on the outside. And she's driving on quickly now. And Woodmere Camilla on the outside tries to take the lead from a stubborn Western Queen. Then they're battling 3rd up the inside, Emerald Beach. Then way outside comes Baby Dill. I'm a Little Beauty is there. Then it's back to Obra Jet Set, Keystone Ricochet, Cocan Princess. By that 3/4, 1:37 and 2 around the turn for the drive home. Western Queen, Woodmere Camilla on the outside. Then watch for Baby Dill tipping out 3 wide, and she's got some pace late. 1/8 of a mile to go through the home stretch, and Baby Dill on the outside has come to the top. Western Queen on the inside, deep stretch, and it's going to be tight. Western Queen might have just hung on. Baby Dill and Emerald Beach for 3rd, and the time for the mile, 2:09. Looked like Western Queen on the inside over Baby Dill. Again, the mile, 2:09 here in the first. Back to the winner's circle, winner of race number 1, number 6, Western Queen. 2-year-old daughter, Western Paradise of the Camtastic mare, Kona Queen, owned by the Down East Stable, strained and driven by Steve Mason, and the filly picks up her 2nd win of the season. Western Queen, the winner over the sloppy track, 2:09. Congratulations, race 1 winner. It's Western Queen and Steve Mason connecting here in the first, the mile, 2:09. Congratulations. And the starters for our second race behind the gate, your last chance. Field of 7 now, a Thin Gal Scratch, Alicia Nukes and Terry Quinnell. Then we have Seawin Pantera, Todd Trites, Tis My Little One, and Claire McDonald. Dillinger's Lady and Jill Barrio. Fittipaldi, Sam Hodgin, Diamond Heart, Lonnie Stokes, and outside Don Bryn Master and a Marqueg. And Gal Scratch to field of 7 now in race number 2. Strong across the gate, 7 starters. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start. Seawin Pantera out for the lead. On the inside is Alicia Nukes going forward as well around the turn. And on the outside, Seawin Pantera inside Alicia Nukes. Then Tis My Little One got away racing in 3rd. Now moving in and angling. Dillinger's Lady now to 4th. Fittipaldi 5th. Then racing 6 is Diamond Hard and Don Bryn Master. Can see them all, and Trite sets up shop early on here. On the front end with Seawin Pantera. Out by a length and a half, Alicia Nukes second. Then we got a big gap to fill. Back in 3rd, that's Tis My Little One. That opening quarter, 30-2. Dillinger's Lady watches the action from fourth, Fittipaldi fifth. Then we're gapped out to Diamond Heart, and Don Bryn Master trails the field as they race by the 3/8 pole, and it's Seawind Pantera out by a pair. Alicia Nukes has the perfect trip. Then racing third on the inside is Tis My Little One. Dillinger's Lady getting in gear on the outside from fourth. Fittipaldi trying to take the cover fifth. Then Diamond Heart, Don Bryn Master moving from the back of the pack, and they were halfway home in 1:01 and 4. 1:01 and 4. Past the half, and it's Seawind Pantera on the lead. Then second, Alicia Nukes. Dillinger's Lady on the outside. Now third, Tis My Little One. Fourth, Fittipaldi. Fifth, Diamond Heart. And Don Bryn Master still trails. On to the 3/4 they go. And Seawind Pantera. And she's tough off the front, racing fans, when she gets there. And she's tough to beat. And Trites has her on the lead past the 3/4 and still out by a couple. 3/4, 1:33 and 1. Seawind Pantera and Rockin' Todd with an eighth to go. Alicia Nukes has the best shot at her second. Then Dillinger's Lady third, Fittipaldi fourth. Down the lane, Seawind Pantera. Alicia Nukes is digging in deep stretch. Seawind Pantera, and Trites tucks the whip away and wins it here. Seawind Pantera, Alicia Nukes, Dillinger's Lady in for third. It's Seawind Pantera. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 3. And a nice trip, Seawind Pantera. 2:03 and 3 for Trites. Back to the winner's circle. Winner of race number two, Seawind Pantera, 9-year-old daughter of Largo out of the Annihilator mare, Panzer Corpse, owned by Gornell Arsenault of Moncton, trained by Mel Land, Todd Trites in the driver's seat. And Seawind Pantera picking up win number 3 of the season and a gate-to-wire effort, 2:03 and 3. Seawind Pantera here in race 2. Starters for our third race have reached the gate. Post time, we have West Gem Princess and Wayne Watson. Salzbrook Mar, Todd Trites, Full Pardon, and Brian McPhee. All-American Tetra, John Davidson. Fastest Can Be, Mark Haig, Jags Desperado, and Lonnie Stokes. Pictonian Best West, and Jill Barrio, Early Morning Star on the outside, and Bo Sowers. 8-horse field, race number 3 across the starting gate. And off stride before the start, West Gem Princess. Here they come. Off and pacing, All-American Tetra, and Johnny D looking for the early lead, and he's going to get it on the outside uncontested. And Salzbrook Mar got away racing in second. On the outside, though, now Full Pardon takes over second. Salzbrook Mar third, then Fastest Can Be fourth. Getting away fifth on the inside, Jags Desperado. Then it's back to Pictonian Best West, taking back in sixth and racing seventh. Early Morning Star, and after the break, West Gem Princess can see them all as they race single file to the opening quarter. And by that marker, and it's All-American Tetra, quick 29 and 2 opener, and out by about 5. Then Salzbrook Mar in the pocket second, Full Pardon third. Then Fastest Can Be comes out to move and gives cover to Jags Desperado. Then Pictonian Best West, Early Morning Star, and trailing out of this one is West Gem Princess. Quiery flashes up past the 3/8 pole as they race in front of the stand first time, and it's All-American Tetra, Fastest Can Be on the outside. Salzbrook Mar third, the half in 1:01, and they race around the turn. All-American Tetra, Fastest Can Be up to second now. Salzbrook Mar third, now third on the outside, driving up Jags Desperado. Then Pictonian Best West now comes to fourth. Salzbrook Mar fifth, then racing sixth, Full Pardon, followed up by Early Morning Star and West Gem Princess, and John Davidson looking to go all the way with All-American Tetra, and he took them by the 3/4 in 1:32.31 second. Third quarter, and it's All American Tetra still leading. Then Jags Desperado on the outside. Fastest Can Be is there. Pictonian Best West 3 or 4 lengths off in fourth, and eighth to go now, and it's All American Tetra. Then Jags Desperado second, and for third, Fastest Can Be, but it's going to be All American Tetra winning. Jags Desperado second, and Fastest Can Be third. All-American Tetra and Johnny D. Time for the mile. 2:02 and a 4. 2:02 and 4, All-American Tetra. Back to the winner's circle, the winner of race number 3, number 4, All-American Tetra. All-American Tetra, 10-year-old son of Big Towner, the Tyler B. mare, Tea and Roses. All my Averill Hunter. Averill does the training. John Davidson up for the catch drive, and a gate to wire win for All-American Tetra. It's its 4th of the season, and over the off-track 2:02 and a 4. All-American Tetra, nice gate to wire win, 2:02 and a 4. Congratulations. And the starters for our 4th race. Behind the gate, 1,500 claimers. We have Longworth Legacy, Charlie Price. Gracious Goodness, Mark Haig, J.R. Blue Chip, and John Davidson. Rita Sealster, Todd Trites. Charlotte's Monty, Claire McDonald. Funday Bay, Lonnie Stokes. Rosalie Sealster and Jill Barrio. And outside, come on, Scoot, Wayne Watson. 8 across the gate, $1,500 claiming Pacers. Here they come. They're off. Longworth Legacy going for it. Not for long, though. Rita Sealster on the outside, getting away and a bit rough around the turn. But Longworth Legacy has it. Rita Sealster second. Then Gracious Goodness got away racing in third. J.R. Blue Chip fourth. Charlotte's Monty sits in early from fifth. Then Funday Bay six. Back to Rosalie Sealster. Come on, Scoot can see them all as they straighten on to the opening quarter. And it's Charlie Price on the lead here early with Longworth Legacy. Out by 2.5. Make it 3 that opening quarter mile. In 29 and 4, Longworth Legacy. Out by about 4 now. Rita Sealster is second. Gracious Goodness third. J.R. Blue Chip fourth. Then Charlotte's Monty is closing in from fifth. On the outside, here comes Rosalie Sealster. Out to move as they're 3/8 in and off the turn through the stretch to the half. And it's Longworth Legacy on the lead. Then second, Rita Sealster outside. Gracious Goodness on the outside third. Then J.R. Blue Chip fourth. Fifth, Charlotte's Monty spotted second over, and they were by the half, and it's still 101 half, and it's Longworth Legacy. Then racing second, Rita Sealster. Gracious Goodness on the outside, J.R. Blue Chip. No real estate for him from fourth. Then Charlotte's Monty going on fifth. Rosalie Sealster on the outside, jumping on from sixth. Then seventh on the inside, Funday Bay, and trailing, come on, Scoot, Longworth Legacy, and Price goes to the stick here by the 3/4, still leading 1:32 and 4 round the turn, and it's still Longworth Legacy, Rita Sealster, then J.R. Blue Chip third. Gracious Goodness on the outside comes Rosalie Sealster, an 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the lane, Longworth Legacy, Rita Sealster second. J.R. Blue Chip is coming on late, but it's Longworth Legacy in the home stretch. Longworth Legacy is going to win it. Rita Sealster second. Funday Bay finished third, and the time for the mile, 2:05 and 1. 2:05 and 1. It's Longworth Legacy and a gate to wire trip. Winner circle, winner of race 4, number 1, Longworth Legacy. 6-year-old son of Arcane Hanover, and the Herod's mare, Esker Misty Day. All by Audrine Matheson of Charlottetown. Charlie Price trains and drives. And Longworth Legacy winning today, his second of the season, the mile, 2:05 and 1. And the starters for the fifth, top of the stretch. Here's how we score out Fernhill Treasure and Gary Wright, Camco Mario from post 2, Darren Crow. Too Funny and Todd Trites from 3. Then from 4, Plea Bargain, Gilles Barrio, and F3 Rivers from 5, and Mark Campbell. Then Tisha's Pit Pony, Brian McPhee from 6, Etoile DH from post 7, and John Davidson, and outside Cocan Rebel and Jerry Gallant. 8 starters here in the 5th race. Here they come. They're off and pacing, and from the outside, a good start for NF3 Rivers. Busting the gate strong and looking for the lead. In along the cones and looking good as well. Getting away, that is Fernhill Treasure. Gets away second, then backing off Too Funny in third. Plea Bargain sits back in fourth. Then racing fifth, Camco Marios. They straighten into the backstretch. Tisha's Pit Pony got away sixth. Then on the outside, Davidson pulling early with Etoile DH. Now going on to sixth. That'll leave Tisha's Pit Pony in seventh, trailing the field Cocan Rebel and Mark Campbell, the young teamster. By that opening quarter, 30 and 3/5 up front, cutting it, and it's the 1A NF3 Rivers on the lead. Then racing second, the 2-year-old filly Fernhill Treasure. Here comes Plea Bargain first up on the outside and driving up quickly, driving up from third and going on in front of the stand first time around. And on the outside, Plea Bargain trying to get the lead. On the inside, though, is NF3 Rivers, but now clearing Plea Bargain halfway home. Took him there in 1:01 and 2. Plea Bargain now leading. Then NF3 Rivers is racing second. Back in third, Etoile DH. Then on the outside, fourth going on, Camco Mario. Then Fernhill Treasure, Cocan Rebel. Then it's Too Funny and trailing Tisha's Pit Pony on to the 3/4 ago, and it's Plea Bargain. Took the lead at the half and moving out. Then second, NF3 Rivers on the outside, Etoile DH. Then Fernhill Treasure. Fourth, Camco Mario. Fifth. By the 3/4, 1:31 and 4 around the turn. Plea Bargain. Etoile DH is closing in quickly from second. Then NF3 River seems to be letting go in third, and eighth to go. It's Plea Bargain. Etoile DH only 2 lengths away now. They're in deep stretch. Plea Bargain, Etoile DH on for third. Camco Mario as they get in deep stretch. So, and it's all Plea Bargain winning early, easily here. And in for second, Etoile DH. Up for third, and lots of pace was Too Funny. And the time for the mile, 2:02 and a 2, and it's Plea Bargain scoring here in race 5, 2:02 and 2. Back to the winner's circle, winner of race number 5, number 4, Plea Bargain, 2-year-old son of Quick Comeback out of the Bye-Bye Roger Mare, Whiskey Bell. Owned by Mal Berry, Mike Blanchard, trained by Gilles Barrio. He does the driving. Plea Bargain scores his second winning trip of his career. A new lifetime best over the off-track, 2:02 and 2. Plea Bargain, 2:02 and 2. Here in the 5th race, a new lifetime mark. Field moving in, $2,500 claiming Pacers, Ashby Corner and Charlie Price. Island Exceptional, John Davidson. Camco Russ and Owen Davies. My Donna Marquez, No Thoughts of Her Own, and Gilles Barrio. Holiday Moon is scratch. Consider Me Lucky moves in a spot, Wayne Watson. And Cosmic Trust moves into post 7, and Todd Trites. Here we go, 7 across the gate, race 6. Here they come. They're off. No Thoughts of Her Own busting out for the lead. No Thoughts of Her Own. Then racing second on the inside, going forward as well. Island Exceptional around the turn, but No Thoughts of Her Own has it. Then Island Exceptional gets away, racing in second. Back in third, that's Ashby Corner. Camco Russ took back today, sitting back early on in fourth. Then fifth on the outside, advancing up, Consider Me Lucky. Then the 2 trailers in the backfield now are My Donna, and trailing the field, that's Trites. But moving now from the back with Cosmic Tross. That opening quarter, 29-2, no thoughts of her own on the lead. Then racing second, Island Exceptional in the perfect pocket trip. Then Ashby Corner looking good from third. Camco Ross eyeing a move on the outside. Then on the outside getting in gear comes Cosmic Tross, and Consider Me Lucky comes out to move, and trailing the field now in the backfield halfway home. That'll be My Donna, no thoughts of her own. Ashby Corner on the outside driving second. Then inside Island Exceptional, Camco Ross on the outside. They were by the half, and around the turn they go, led by No Thoughts of Her Own. On the outside second, Ashby Corner inside Island Exceptional. Then Camco Ross from fourth, racing fifth. Consider Me Lucky, Cosmic Tross, and trailing My Donna onto the three quarters. No thoughts of her own. Ashby Corner, watch for Island Exceptional. She's had the best trip of all, and sitting right there third. Camco Ross is gapped out fourth by the three quarters. Then Consider Me Lucky on the outside. Then followed up by Cosmic Tross, and My Donna trails. Appears as a three-horse race here as they drive to the final eighth. No thoughts of her own. Ashby Corner, Island Exceptional will look for racing room down the stretch. No thoughts of her own. Ashby Corner, Price looking for another win here. No thoughts of her own, and No thoughts of her own is going to hang on to win it. No thoughts of her own over Ashby Corner, and Island Exceptional and Camco Ross for fourth. No thoughts of her own here in the sixth, and the time for the mile unrecorded. No time recorded here in the sixth. Back to the winner's circle, winner race 6, number 5, No Thoughts of Her Own, a 4-year-old daughter of Racing Hanover, the Warm Breeze Mary A.A. Ralston. Home by Scott Hubbard, Ricky Collins. Ricky does the training, and Jill Barrio up for the drive today. No Thoughts of Her Own, win 4 of the season, mile 2. And the Stutters 4, our 7th race behind the gate. Here's our post position, Sweet Lofty and Charlie Price. Casimir Freedom has post 2. And Bob Kraft. Pitbull Hanover from 3, and John Davidson. Cookie Larry goes from 4. Todd Trites. Salzbrook Dandy scores 5, and Lonnie Stokes. And Ryan's Fancy from 6. Wayne Watson. A lot of speed from 7. Jill Barrio. And outside 8, Stagecoach Gambler and Mark Haig. Field of 8, race 7. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start. 4 of them busting out for it. And from the inside, Casimir Freedom looking for and taking the lead around the turn. Casimir Freedom, a Cookie Larry goes not for long on the outside, and he's up to take it. Casimir Freedom second, then Pitbull Hanover is angling to the outside as they move up, and he's pulling up as they race onto the opening quarter. They go Sweet Lofty now third. Then racing fourth, Salzbrook Dandy. Ryan's Fancy is racing fifth. Then racing sixth, Lot of Speed, Stagecoach Gambler, and pulling up, as mentioned, Pitbull Hanover. By that opening quarter, in 30 seconds even, 32nd quarter, and up front Cookie Larry goes. There goes Salzbrook Dandy on the outside. Quickly now fourth, now third, and now second, and giving chase on the outside as they come off the turn. Through the stretch, Salzbrook Dandy on the outside has cleared the lead now. Then Cookie Larry goes. Casimir Freedom out to move and is driving now second. Cookie Larry goes third, Lot of Speed. Fourth, the inquiry sign is up. Then Ryan's Fancy, Sweet Lofty, Stagecoach Gambler. Halfway home, 101 and 3. Salzbrook Dandy, Casimir Freedom. Now in for a breather. Lot of Speed on the outside. Third. Then fourth, Cookie Larry goes outside Ryan's Fancy from fifth. Going on. Then it's Sweet Lofty sixth. Seventh, Stagecoach Gambler onto the three quarters, and Salzbrook Dandy still leading. Racing second on the outside and driving Lot of Speed, but Salzbrook Dandy starts to move out now. Leads by 2. Salzbrook Dandy, Casimir Freedom second with an eighth of a mile to go. Salzbrook Dandy, Casimir Freedom. Then on the outside, Ryan's Fancy has some pace. They're in deep stretch. Salzbrook Dandy, Casimir Freedom on the outside. Ryan's Fancy, but it's Little Dandy. He loves the mud, and he's going to get the job done here. Salzbrook Dandy. Cookie Larry goes, and tight for third. Casimir Freedom and Ryan's Fancy was closing, but it's Salzbrook Dandy. And the mile in 2:03 and 2. Salzbrook Dandy here in race 7. Getting back to the winner's circle, winner of race number 7. Number 5, Salzbrook Dandy, a 5-year-old gelded son of Justice Denied out of the Die Laughing Mare. A Little Heaven, owned by Cassandra Fram and Bert Waddell. Trained by Earl Fram, Lonnie Stokes driving, wins 6 of the campaign for Salzbrook Dandy over the off-track today, 2:03 and 2. Salzbrook Dandy and 2:03 and 2 the mile. And the stutters for the 8th race behind the gate. Full field of 8 moving in. We have Golden Days and Charlie Price. Talking about My Boy and Todd Trites. Materialism, Lonnie Stokes. Art of the Millennium and Jill Barrio. Always Jarwa, Wayne Hubbard. Then we have Deceptional and John Davidson. Heron Bay and Mark Haig. And Shady Martin, Wayne Watson. Full field of 8 as Deceptional moves in off the also eligible list for the scratched Mojel Alley. Field of 8 across the gate, race 8. Here they come. They're off and pacing, busting out of there. Art of the Millennium, chasing the gate out of there into the first turn and has the lead. Then Golden Days up the inside, gets away, racing in second. Then racing third on the outside, Heron Bay. Racing fourth inside, Talking About My Boy. Then Materialism sits in fifth. Then getting away 6, Always Jarwa. Back to Deceptional and trailing the field, Shady Martin. Onto the opening quarter, Art of the Millennium is opened up by about 3.5. But they're closing in now as Golden Days second. Heron Bay is getting stuck on the outside. Then Talking About My Boy fourth. Materialism fifth. Always Jarwa sits back early on in sixth. 29 and 1 opener. Then Deceptional sits back in the seventh and trailing the field, Shady Martin and Art of the Millennium trying to get a breather here on the front end. Racing second is Golden Days. On the outside, Park still is Heron Bay. Then Talking About My Boy is going to get boxed in fourth. Then outside fifth, Always Jarwa. Then Materialism, he's locked in as well from sixth. Then Deceptional seventh, and he's out to move. And trailing the field, Shady Martin. He's caught the field halfway home, and they were there in 1:03. 31 and change in that second quarter, led by Art of the Millennium. And he's tough off the front, and he's already started to move out. Art of the Millennium, then racing second, Golden Days. Talking About My Boy on the outside, driving third quickly. Always Jarwa. Then Materialism needs some real estate. Heron Bay, she starts to let go in fifth. Past the 3 quarters now, and it's all Art of the Millennium, and he is putting on a show here. By the 3 quarters, 131, and he's all alone. Art of the Millennium, then second, Golden Days. Racing third, Always Jarwa. Materialism tips out 3 wide now, and he's rushing on quickly in deep stretch. But it's all Art of the Millennium. The battle now second, and on the far outside, Materialism. All kinds of pace, and gets up for second over Talking About My Boy. And for fourth was Golden Days, but Art of the Millennium an easy winner. Nice battle there for the deuce, though, and Materialism digs in the lane, gets the deuce. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 2. 8, number 4, Art of the Millennium, a 10-year-old son of Art's Place out of the Camfella mare, Mount Penn. All by Mike Morris, Mike Clinton, and Scott Hubbard, trained by Mike Morris. Jill Barrio in the driver's seat. Art of the Millennium, it's win 9 of the season. And this afternoon, quickest trip of the day, 2:01 and 2. Art of the Millennium here in the 8th, 2:01 and 2. And the starters for the 9th race behind the gate. Field of 8, Wilson's Cam and John Davidson. Bolero Kloop and Todd Trites. Melody's Boy and Jill Barrio. Bert and Bert, Darren Crow. I Got a Rocket, Mike Campbell. Mr. Varbo, Lonnie Stokes. Duke DeLeonard and Mark Campbell. And outside is Eyes on You with Claire McDonald. That's your field for the 9th race, 8 strung across the starting gate. Race number 9, here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start. Melody's Boy busting out for the early lead. Up on the outside of him, Burton Burt gets away well from post 4 and on the outside and is racing second. Then third inside. Getting away was Wilson's Cam. Then fourth, Bolero Kloop to the inside. Then outside, Duke DeLeonard is parked on early, and Mark Campbell finds a seat for him. Then I Got a Rocket sitting in 6th. Then racing 7th to the outside goes Mr. Varbo, and trailing the field, Eyes on You, and opening up a good lead here early on. Melody's Boy, that opening quarter, 28-4. Melody's Boy on fire here early. Burton Burt sits in the pocket. The newcomer, Wilson's Cam, looking good in 3rd. Bolero Kloop gapped out 4th. Then on the outside and on the move again, here comes Duke DeLeonard on the move. Then I Got a Rocket, now 6th. Mr. Varbo 7th, and trailing halfway home, Eyes on You, and out from 3rd. There goes Wilson's Cam out to challenge, but your leader up front, Melody's Boy, took him by the half in 59-2, 30 and change in that second quarter. Not slowing down much here. Melody's Boy leading. Then Burton Burt is at a perfect pocket trip for Crow, racing second. Then outside 3rd is Wilson's Cam. 4th on the inside, Duke DeLeonard. Then Bolero Kloop gets underway, driving up from 5th. I Got a Rocket 6, and Mr. Varbo yet to fire, and trailing the field, Eyes on You. They got to catch Melody's Boy, 129-4, and he's at 2-minute speed over this track. Melody's Boy, Burton Burt second, then racing 3rd on the outside, Wilson's Cam. No room for Duke DeLeonard. On the outside, Bolero Kloop down the stretch. It's all Melody's Boy, but Burton Burt, and can he ever fire late? And here he comes. Deep stretch, and they're going to get him here. Burton Burt and Melody's Boy second, and in for 3rd, Bolero Kloop. Melody's Boy looked like he had it, but the Crow Man got up to get him with Burton Burt at the last second. Time for the mile, 2 minutes and 3/5. Burton Burt takes the 9th. Circle, the winner of race number 9. Number 4, Burton Burt, a 5-year-old gelded son of Liz Ryan, out of the Big Towner mare, Battletown Bull, by Doug and Ron Hildebrand. Chris Davies, the trainer, and Darren Crow up for the catch drive today. Burton Burt, he's in double digits again this season, 10 wins, and he's got his 10th this afternoon, and he just got up and attacked at that last second to win it. The mile, 2 minutes and 3/5, with one of Turo's top drivers, Darren Crow, in the driver's seat, and it's Burton Burt winning it here in the 9th. And the starters moving in for this first A division. 3-year-old pacing fillies. We have Island Velvet, Gord Hennessy, West River Rosie, Claire McDonald, Forceful Hope, and Mark Campbell. Georgie Girl, Gilles Barrio, Cushla McCree, and Todd Trites. Southview Sally, Brian McPhee. Ocean View Lori, Jason Hughes, Black Rivers Fame, and Darren Crow. 8 starters, pacing fillies, 11,000 in purse money. Here they come. They're off. Good start. Cushla McCree on the inside. Island Velvet getting away. Then West River Rosie is right there in the thick of things around the first turn. Then wide on the outside. That's Black River's Fame. A good start for Darren Crow, and she's tucked in nicely 4th. Then Forceful Hope 5th. Racing 6, Georgie Girl. Then it's back to on the inside, Southview Sally, a slow start, and trailing the field, Ocean View Lori, but up front action is Island Velvet, the free-legged filly, on the lead, as Forceful Hope under some problems there, and Campbell takes her to the outside. Georgie Girl now takes over 5th and will move with cover as Darren Crow is pulled. Black River's Fame after the leader. Island Velvet was there in an even 30 seconds. Cushla McCree on the outside. Black River's Fame is going for the lead on the outside. Black River's Fame outside Island Velvet. Georgie Girl right behind her and is driving up from third. Then racing fourth, Cushla McCree, Forceville Hope. Then it's back to West River Rosie on the outside, Ocean View Lori, and trailing the field, Southview Sally, and she's got a ways to come. They were halfway home in a minute and 1/5. Neck and neck for the lead, Black River's Fame. Then on the inside, Island Velvet, Georgie Girl. There goes Forceful Hope on the outside, and young Mark Campbell has her in full flight and off stride. That's West River Rosie on the run past the 3/4. Forceville Hope takes the lead. Black River's Fame is racing second by the 3/4. Forceville Hope by the 3/4 in 1:33 has moved out now. Forceful Hope, Black River's Fame, Georgie Girl third. Battle right now is for fourth. They're in deep stretch. Forceville Hope. Then Black River's Fame's going to hold for second. Georgie Girl, but Forceville Hope shows her heels to the field. Black River's Fame second. In for third, Georgie Girl. Southview Sally did rally late to finish fourth. Time for the mile. 2 minutes and 1/5. Forceful Hope. A big performance. 2 minutes and 1/5. Back to the winner's circle. Winner of race number 10, number 3, Forceville Hope. 3-year-old daughter of Force of Life out of the Harrods mare, Dunville Hope. Owned by Frank Cirillo and Bruce Gaume. Trained and driven by a young Mark Campbell. And Forceful Hope going a big trip here for this 3-year-old pacing filly today. The mile, 2 minutes and 1/5 over the sloppy track. And young, talented Mark Campbell, the trainer and the driver of this 3-year-old filly. And she's a winner with the win of over $30,000 this season. Forceville Hope winning this afternoon for talented Mark Campbell in the driver's seat. The mile, 2 minutes and 1/5. And the 9 fillies behind the gate. Here's how we score. J.K. Down and Steve Mason from post number 2, ROF Racing High, Sam Hodgen. Tartan Tipsy from 3 and Jason Hughes. Scoring 4, Gracie Girl, Todd Trites. From 5, Bert's Goldie, Gilles Barrio, Pictonian and Anacane. Gord Hennessy from 6. And from 7, Julia Down, Steve Downey. From 8, Race on Brandy, Lonnie Stokes. From 9, Prince Down Sandra, Mark Campbell. Here they come. They're off and pacing out for the lead. Gracie Girl going for it on the inside. That is Tartan Tipsy going for it as well around the first turn. And speaking of Tipsy, off stride goes ROF Racing High around the first turn. And on the outside now, grabbing the lead, that's Gracie Girl. Taking the lead over from Tartan Tipsy racing second. Then on the outside, Julia Down on the outside, driving up from third. Then Bert's Goldie fourth, gapped out fifth. J.K. Down, then back to Prince Down Sandra, back in sixth, then racing seventh. That's Pictonian Anacane. Back to the 2 trailers, Race on Brandy. And after the break, ROF Racing High, the quarter pole in the books by that opening quarter, 29 seconds flat. And up cutting it is the filly, Gracie Girl, and Todd Trites on the lead, trying to get a breather here, but Julia Down on the outside second. Then right there, locked in is Tartan Tipsy. Then inside, Bert's Goldie locked in now as J.K. Down moves to the outside. Then followed up on the inside to Prince Down Sandra sits back in sixth. Then seventh is Pictonian Anacane. Then it's back to Race on Brandy and ROF Racing High. On up the backstretch they go. Gracie Girl, the clear one to beat here. The half in 59 and 2. Gracie Girl Quick half, 59-2. Then racing second is Tartan Tipsy now. Bert's Goldie racing third, the 3/4 in 1:30 as they round the turn. Gracie Girl. Then racing second on the inside, Tartan Tipsy. There goes Bert's Goldie on the outside, traveling on from third. Right behind her, here comes Princetown Sandra on the outside with 1/8 of a mile to go. And it's Gracie Girl and Trites Bert's Goldie. Then on the outside, coming up, Princetown Sandra comes up for the deuce, but Gracie Girl wins it. Princetown Sandra and Campbell gets the deuce. Bert's Goldie third. Time for the mile. 2:01, Gracie Girl. Gracie Girl winning the speed division. The mile 2:01. And back to the winner's circle. The winner of our B division. 3-year-old pacing fillies goes to 4, Gracie Girl. 3-year-old daughter of Mantorius out of the drop-off mare, Woodmere Heidi. Owned and trained by James Burton, Todd Trites in the driver's seat. Second straight week in New Brunswick, the Gracie Girl has returned a winner. And this afternoon, 2:01 over the off-track. An impressive trip for Gracie Girl, winning here in the 11th race. The mile in 2:01. Gracie Girl. Stutters for the 12th behind the gate, $1,950 purse. Racklin Fine Line, Gilles Barriel. Becoming Jarwa and Wayne Hubbard. Power Flex, Claire McDonald. Educated, John Davidson. Gordy's Last Call, Gord Hennessy. Magnetic Bank, Lonnie Stokes, Oh My Beautiful Doll, and Brian McPhee. And on the outside, I Gotta Go, and Mike Campbell. 8 stutters. This is race 12. Top class conditioners. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Gordy's Last Call stepping out for the early lead. Power Flex on the inside, as is Rackland Fine Line around the turn. And they're racing 3 abreast as they race on to the opening 8th pole. Gordy's Last Call on the far outside. Rackland Fine Line inside. In between them, Power Flex is forced to go on now as they battle to the opening quarter. Neck and neck for the lead, and Gordy's Last Call has rolled off stride to the opening quarter. They go, and on top end, cutting it out neck and neck, Rackland Fine Line, and Barrios handling Claire a parking ticket here. Then back in third at the pylons as they move around the turn. That's Becoming Jarwa, 29-second opener as they move past the 3/8 neck and neck, and they're parked up front. Rackland Fine Line, then parked racing second. Power Flex, Becoming Jarwa. Magnetic Bank a second over in fourth. Then racing fifth inside. And locked in, Educated. Then I Gotta Go on the outside. And Oh My Beautiful Doll and Gordy's Last Call trails. They were at the half and even 59 seconds. Rackland Fine Line. Then Power Flex on the outside second. Inside Becoming Jarwa. Then racing fourth, Magnetic Bank. I Gotta Go tips out. 3 wide going on now for Mike Campbell from fourth and driving on. Rackland Fine Line, but not for long. I Gotta Go on the outside is coming to match strides with him past the 3/4. I Gotta Go on the outside, 1:31.1 around the turn, or 1:30.1 around the turn. Rackland Fine Line, I Gotta Go. Then Power Flex is still third on the outside, driving up Magnetic Banka down the lane, and I Gotta Go. Rackland Fine Line, they're neck and neck down in deep stretch, and it's Rackland Fine Line's going to win it. Rackland Fine Line held off I Gotta Go by about a nose, and it looked like Rackland Fine Line got it here over I Gotta Go. And the time for the mile, 1:59.4. Rackland Fine Line beating 2 minutes here. The mile 1:59.4. And back to the winner's circle. The winner of race number 12, number 1, Rackland Fine Line. He's a 7-year-old son of Gothic Dream out of the Cam Fella mare. Cam's Fine Line, owned by the Ultimate Stable, trained by Gilles Barrio. He's in the driver's seat. And win 3 of the season for Rackland Fine Line. And his 44th career win. Rackland Fine Line this afternoon, beating the 2-minute mile over the sloppy track, 1:59.1, pulling the slight upset over favorite I Gotta Go. Congratulations, Rackland Fine Line, our top class winner. And the starters now behind the gate. We have Panama, Mark Campbell, Judy's Beauty, and Blair Saunders. Brendan's Gal, Jean Bellevaux. DW's Justice, Todd Trites. Special guest, Claire McDonald, Putnam's Jewel, Brian McPhee. Then from 7, we have Kane Rise again, Wayne Watson, and Woodmere Gal Friday, Gilles Barrio to the outside. 8 fillies across the racetrack. Over $11,000 A division. Here they come. Off and pacing, that's DW's Justice, and Trites firing out of there, and he wants to lead with her, and he's got it around the first turn. DW's Justice moving out by about 2.5. Make it 3 now, and Woodmere Gal Friday is rolled off on the outside. She's on the run, now grabbing second. Panama now assuming third. Judy's Beauty, Woodmere Gal Friday back pacing and is fourth. Then racing fifth at the cones, Brendan's Gal took back this afternoon. Then special guest got away racing in 6. Kane Rise again and trailing Putnam's Jewel that opening quarter. In the 29 and 3, DW's Justice, the leader. Then Mark Campbell looking good in the pocket now with Panama sitting second as they come off the turn. Woodmere Gal Friday, she caught herself and is back pacing and is sitting now in the 3 hole as they approach the half. DW's Justice, then racing second, Panama. Woodmere Gal Friday third. Then on the outside moving, there goes Woodmere Gal Friday out from third, and on the outside driving up 3 wide on the outside goes Judy's Beauty. And on the outside, special guest gets in gear, and that was her driving out from 4th and racing 5th on the inside. That's Brendan's Gal onto the 3/4. Then it's back to Judy's Beauty on the outside. Kane Rise again and trailing the field. Putnam's Jewel, the Inquiry up. DW's Justice still leading. Panama racing second. Then special guest comes to third, but she is rolled off stride now by the 3/4. 1:30 and 3 around the turn, neck and neck. DW's Justice not for long. Panama's taking over with an 1/8 to go. Panama now takes the lead. DW's Justice racing second, then racing third. Coming on is Brendan's Gal, but it's going to be Mark Campbell again, and he's going to win it here. And Mark Campbell wins with Panama. DW's Justice second, and for third, Brendan's Gal. And the time for the mile, race 13. 2:02 and 3, and it's a sweep of the A divisions for Mark Campbell. Spreading back now, your winner of race 13, second A division. Number 1, Panama, 3-year-old daughter of Pans to Reason. Out of the Lemoyne Hanover mare, Dreams as a Gypsy. Home by Mike McGuigan, Ronnie Judson, Bill McGuigan, along with Michael Graham. Mike McGuigan, the trainer, and young Mark Campbell. Quite a day for Mark, winning both of the A stakes for 3-year-old pacing fillies, winning earlier with Forceful Hope, and capturing this one with Panama. And the mile in 2:02 and 3. So great afternoon for young Mark Campbell, winning here the second A stake victory. And the mile in 2:02 and 3. And congratulations to the PEI connections of this filly, Panama, winning in 2:02 and 3. Congratulations.